What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Madden 20 Fantasy Draft Franchise Series. This is the second episode. Well, it should be the third, but I'll explain that later. Here, as you can see, we are in week 1 of this franchise, and I did play the game, and as you can see, we did win the game, but due to a fail stream, like midway through my stream, my screen went completely black, and all progress was lost and everything, and it was just basically demoralizing for me. Really, my first ever video, like actual video on my channel, and this happens. But I can still give you a small summary of what exactly happened. As you can see, we had a pretty big offensive blowout, especially in the run game. Aaron Jones, Josh Allen, Nyheim Hines, and Ronald Jones, they all went off on the rushing game. Josh Allen didn't really have the best passing game overall. We did force 2 turnovers on the defensive side that's something to be proud of. And total yards gained over 1,100 for both teams combined. And of course, they did possess the ball more. They did have the ball the majority of the game. And Josh Allen, like I said, didn't really have the best of games. Aaron Jones, on the other hand, and the other players below him, Zeke Elliott, not really that far behind. Aaron Jones had one of the best games probably you'll ever see of this franchise. 11.8 yards per carry. Anthony Miller up there in the receiving category, and not really exactly who you would expect instead of like someone like Stephon Diggs. Ali Marpet, I don't know why Austin Blythe, the center, is allowing that many sacks, but you know what? I guess you're a center for a reason. I don't know why Anthony Brown is getting some tackles for loss. I don't know where that came from. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and looks like Trey Flowers both got an interception. Trey Flowers went for a touchdown, and nobody cares about kicking and punting, so we're going to move on to next week, if you want to sim there, Caleb. Like I said, I'm really sorry about what happened. My video just literally blacked out in the middle of my recording, and I just couldn't show that to you guys. I didn't want the middle of the video just to be blacked out. And as you can see, we did win both offense and defensive player of the week. Both Aaron Jones and Trey Flowers. Here we have a upgrade for DK Metcalf. We're gonna get that route running up, because as you can see right here, we need to get that up. Short route running is only 76, and lower for deep and middle. Dexter Lawrence, we want him to be a power rusher, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade that aspect of his game. And not a bad upgrade, honestly. Still hidden, he's going to turn to star in a few games once we get him up there. And as you can see, we do have a breakout player in Trey Flowers. Not easy to get an upgrade for cornerback. As you can see, we just need to hold the Ravens to less than 200 passing yards, or get Trey Flowers one of the following: interceptions, forced fumbles, tackle for losses, or a sack. With that being said, let me show you some of our gameplay sliders so you guys will be okay with it. Also adjust a few based on the last game I played. Obviously the QB accuracy needs to go down just a little bit, and we'll see how that works out for this game. We'll boost some of the CPU stats because they did terrible the last game we played. And maybe that was just because of how terrible the Lions were. Because we simply don't know what the Ravens are going to play like yet. We haven't seen their quarterback, and let's go ahead and jump right into this one. Why not? They have Ronnie Stanley, Ryan Ramczyk, and Zadarius Smith off the edge. Stephon Gilmore is our only superstar. Hopefully we can get some more, and we're going to jump right in. Ravens will receive the ball first, and it'll be Michael Dixon kicking off for the first time in this series, and boom! Kick it all the way down to the inside the end zone, and Dante Pettis is going to take that out and take it all the way to about the 22-yard line. Okay, fine, Madden. And here, as you can see, Baker Mayfield, of all players, is their quarterback. That's who the Ravens drafted. They couldn't go back with Lamar Jackson. Instead they take Baker Mayfield as a replacement. And it looks like that is J.D. McKissick in the backfield. I'm just going to call him McKissick because I'm not saying his first name because it's just too hard for me for some reason. And here we're seeing the Ravens offense, pretty solidified offensive line. The left side looks pretty good. And of course, the right tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, also a superstar. And a pretty good skill position players in A.J. Brown and J.D. McKissick, and of course, James Conner, a breakout star from last year. Here we're just going to run like a simple zone blitz, and it doesn't end up working for us. Instead, Baker Mayfield on the read option, look like Lamar Jackson out there, is going to run all the way until he gets about 30 inches. And Sylvester Williams, last time I checked, you are not that skinny, buddy. I'm very sorry, but that looks like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is definitely not that big. Number 95, you're not. I don't know what's going on, but Madden needs to fix a lot of things, okay? Here, Baker Mayfield probably going to hand it off or something. It's third down in inches, and he's going to do another read option. And
Expose him! Expose him!
Oh. Well, good news and there's bad news. We let out a huge game, first of all. But the good news is that Baker ran out of stamina, and therefore he was not able to hold on to the ball after the big hit from whoever got the ball away from him. Whoever got exposed by Baker Mayfield, you might get cut from the team. Thankfully, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was there to pick the ball up and take it a few yards. He used a playmaker here for about 26 yards to Evan Ingram. Great start to our game. Josh Allen, you'd think this is going to be probably a really good start, as he didn't have any touchdowns in his last game. And of course, why not just hand it off to the hero of last game, Aaron Jones, who's going to get about a 10-yard gain right here and another first down for this Arizona Cardinals offense. Ooh, I am fired up today. Look at me. Look at this team. Oh, couldn't ask for better, right? Yeah, kind of wanted a better wide receiver. No, never mind. Here, and maybe a better quarterback. Josh Allen misses his target by a mile. Of course, that 99 throw power comes in handy, but we need the accuracy too as well. We're going to send Evan Ingram on the streak route here, and the accuracy does come in clutch, and so does the throw power. And Evan Ingram is going to stroll into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, not a bad start to our game, to be honest. And we're going to take the point after touchdown here to take a 7-0 lead over the Baltimore Ravens. Now, 5:33 left to go in the first quarter. Still a lot of football to be played, but I'm just saying, great start by our offense. And Michael Dixon once again is going to kick this ball off to Dante Pettis, and Pettis is going to kneel the ball in the end zone. Wise move. The Ravens will take the ball at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield back on the field. We're going to go into 3-4 here, and then back out and go back into nickel normal. Typical me. We're going to be using Graham, the 34-year-old safety, as some linebacker here. And he's going to get the tackle for loss here on James Conner. James Conner, he's a power back, but he's simply regressed, or basically regressed after his breakout year last year. So you wouldn't expect him to break any big runs this time around. Here, once again, we got a breakout for Trey Flowers, so we got to use him a little bit more. And we do not get a tackle for loss. He gains 2 yards on the play. I was hoping that was a tackle for loss when I saw it, but of course, I thought wrong. Sadly. Here, we're going to use Sean Gary, but you know he's a pass rusher, so we're going to go back to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, which proves to be a bad point, because J.D. McKissick is going to get past our defense and gain about 18 yards. Pretty swifty juke moves right there, man. Anyways, we're gonna try a little blitz here. Still trying to get to the quarterback. And A.J. Brown, one of those big playmakers. I know he's gonna get open, even on Trey Flowers, who has a breakout, who's gonna try to play better, even in man coverage. A.J. Brown is going to be that almost every single time, and you already know it. Here, 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens, and they're going to throw it over the middle, and we're going to miss the hit stick with Tremaine Edmonds. 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. And here, we're going to try to bring some kind of man blitz just to get to the quarterback, just to aggregate Baker Mayfield, and James Conner does break a tackle, but he still gets tackled in the backfield. I believe that is Rashawn Gary off the edge. Yes, it is. 2nd and 12 from our 25-yard line. They're in our territory now. We're going to try to get in there with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, but good cutback by James Conner. He's going to gain about 7 yards on that play to make it a 3rd and 4 from our 18-yard line. They're in the red zone. We're trying to get a sack with Josh Sweat, but it's pretty difficult to get sacks on the CPU, especially when they can make reads like that, lightning fast. Even though I tried to bait them into it, I couldn't get up there with Tremaine Edmonds to make the pick. Here, they're down at the 4-yard line. We're gonna try the 4-4 formation, and we're gonna see if we can stop them on the run. And here we do that. We stop them for a negative 2-yard gain, and it will be 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line instead of the 4. Here, I know they are still gonna try to maybe run the football, so I'm gonna go back to 3-4 odd. The 3-4 odd will hopefully help me with that as we do a pinch play. And we're going to use Jonathan Abram here, and they almost found an opening, but thankfully Dexter Lawrence was there to cover up the hole. Here we're going to just try to do some kind of we're just going to stay in the man coverage, and we're going to do cover 2 man zone, and it bounces off, and he almost gets the interception, which he cannot get. Sadly, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson does not have that catch ability yet. I guess that's what happened. I'm really mad that he didn't really get that. That he didn't even make an effort to catch it. You bend down all the way. How do you not catch that, man? That's one thing to ask Chauncey Gardner-Johnson for. Hopefully we can improve that catch rating somehow by upgrading him as a hybrid safety. Here, we're going to return it with Nyheim Hines because I feel like it, and he's going to get me up to the 28-yard line. Pretty good choice, honestly, as we're about to close out the first quarter. Here, I see Stephon Diggs does have that superstar ability, the post specialist elite. Somehow, for some reason, it's not showing up here, and I tested just to make sure, and it was almost intercepted. I wish I didn't do that. Complete waste of a down, but hey, we all make mistakes, right? Yeah, mostly me. Josh Allen here in the pocket, and of course, like I said before, Zadarius Smith is going to be a problem. That edge threat superstar ability comes in really clutch, and as we end off the first quarter, let's hope we can avoid him for the rest of the game. 3rd down and 11. We're going to try to get some kind of pass off, but once again, the Raiders pass rush gets to us. I think that's Terrell Lewis. That's what his name is. He sacks us, and it's now 4th and 23. And of course, we are going to punt this away unless we're madmen, which I am, but not in this situation. 4th and 23, we're going to punt it to the sidelines. And great punt inside the 10, but maybe too great of a punt as it rolls back into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens will have it basically at the start of the second quarter, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Here, they've been doing the same this kind of formation a few times, just handing it off to James Conner, and it's been working for them, so I can't really say anything about it. Then it gets about a 5-yard gain almost every single time. I mean, and they're doing pretty well, so I'm going to try on the ground game. So we're going to try to blitz, and they're going to throw it to the outside, and this time our defense comes in clutch, and we do stuff them for a 2-yard loss with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. 3rd and 7 at their own 23-yard line. What do you think they're going to do here? I'm going to use their Trey Flowers, which is probably not the best choice because that's one of the deep zones, and if they decide to go deep in that corner, which they don't, but they check down, and they're going to run out of bounds. So maybe there was no point in covering deep. I don't know. Looking back, I should have gotten that. 4th and 4, they're gonna punt this ball away, of course. Back to Nyheim Hines, who is dangerous in the open field. Just saying. And look at all this open space. He's got the edge. He's got the edge, and he's gonna try to spin out of it. Only gets up to close, at least midfield. 34-yard return. Great play by Nyheim Hines. As we're gonna try to score some kind of points, because we gotta extend this lead somehow, some way. Opening drive was great, but we can extend the field with that 99 throw power. Here, it does not come in handy. We need the accuracy as well. Here, we gotta run with our game changer from last game, Aaron Jones, right? But the Ravens have found a way to stuff him. That's only the second time we rushed with him. As you can see, the Ravens do keep the ball, have kept the ball for most of this game. Or at least, maybe we've just been passing a lot. I don't know if I can tell the difference. But one thing for sure, we are getting sacked a lot by that Ravens front seven. 4th and 22, as we take another sack, a third sack by the Ravens on the day. Michael Dixon trying to work his magic once more, and he will pin it inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. What a punt, and hopefully we can keep the Ravens from scoring. I hope so. We're going to start off with some kind of blitz, because why not? I feel like we can get to the quarterback here. And he's going to throw a quick pass down to A.J. Brown. Of course, A.J. Brown from Tennessee, he's always going to break at least one tackle before going down. That's the thing with A.J. Brown. I've seen him do it at Tennessee, and most likely he'll do it anywhere else he plays. So we continue to use Trey Flowers, and he runs to the inside. And the CPU runs through the inside and gets about 7 to 8 yards. 2nd and 2, and we're inside 4 minutes to go in this first half. That's been pretty, more of a defensive battle, I guess, than a offensive battle. 3rd and 1 from the 28-yard line. They're probably going to run this one up the middle, right? And they're going to get a first down with James Conner, who's been a workhorse for them. 9 rushes for 14 yards. Not the worst stats, but it could be way better, honestly. James Conner, power back, not really the fastest player in the world, so it's understandable that he can't get that much, especially when there's no space for him. Here, we're just still trying to use Trey Flowers and try to get that dev up, but here Blake Cashman does come in clutch and gets the sack. I'm pretty sure he had a few people over the middle, so it's probably a good thing he did sack him there. No way he would have been going to Trey Flowers in that situation. We're going to be using, I think that was Chauncey Gardner-Johnson or somebody. Trey Edmonds, that's who it was. And they do get across the middle. 3rd and 14, 2-minute warning. We're going to have to keep them from getting this first down, right? I mean, if they do get this first down, they can waste all the clock and try to go downfield for a touchdown. We're going to still use Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and they're going to get over the middle. A.J. Brown drops the ball. Thankfully, they do punt it here. 4th and 14. Like I said, most likely they'll punt here as players shoving into each other. I don't know what's going on, but you keep your distance, guys. Just don't Corona. No, I didn't say anything. They're gonna punt it back to us. Nyheim Hines is going to take it from the 10, and as you saw in the last return, he can be dangerous in the open field. And here he's gonna spin out of it, and he can. Oh man! So right there, I was spinning, and I was about to juke back in, but the guy just pulled me into an animation, and Josh Allen coming out inside 2 minutes remaining. We're going to have to try to make this more than just a one-possession lead. But if Josh Allen wants to throw it backwards to Zadarius Smith, that's totally fine with me. If we want to lose this game, and the Baltimore Ravens, this is exactly what they were hoping for. hoping for some kind of turnover to get them back in position to win, or even tie up the game with a touchdown or something. And they're going to go underneath with Randall Cobb, and Randall Cobb's going to get down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line, 2nd and 2, and we got to send some kind of pressure to get Baker Mayfield off guard. Hopefully that works, and we tried to bait him into a pick. Unfortunately, Abram cannot get there in time, and Baker Mayfield having himself more of a completion kind of game instead of the yardage. And we're still trying to pressure him, still trying to get to him, and we're seeing what we can do as the Baltimore Ravens take a timeout to save clock with 1 minute remaining in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. The Baltimore Ravens, they have the ball. We're going to try to send some kind of blitz, and we missed the hit stick, and they scored the touchdown. Great play call by them. Great read, and I really wish I lined up correctly for the hit stick, or at least just try to make some kind of conservative tackle. As here, they're going to make it a 3-point game, 10-7, less than 1 minute before halftime. We're just hoping to, at least tie up this game, maybe even jump in front, and we need, more than anything, an electric return from Nyheim Hines. He's going to swerve and get back to the 26-yard line. That's pretty good, but we could have saved more time there than Nyheim. Probably should have stayed in the end zone there. Here, we're going to try to do a shot play downfield, and the Ravens, they're going to stay in the same formation they were earlier in, and Evan Ingram is going to be open downfield up to the 50-yard line. We're of course, going to call it a timeout right here, just to preserve time, and hopefully just chill for a second, I guess. I don't know. Here, the Ravens continue to run the same formation, so I'm going to run down their throats with Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones is going to get up to the 38-yard line of the Ravens. We're going to run no-huddle offense, and we're going to try to get the corner on this play action. What a pass! Just trailed his feet out of bounds, and of course, that is going to be counted as an incompletion. Hold on. Yet it's an incompletion, and we have, at least we saved some clock, but that's okay. We can still capitalize off of this. We're still in field goal range. Josh Allen going upfield to Evan Ingram, fighting for yards, getting down to the 11-yard line. We're gonna call timeout here. Arizona down by 3 inside the 20, the red zone, down to the 11, 1st and 10. We're gonna try a little cheeky screen pass here. The Ravens continue to run the same formation, and it's a good thing Aaron Jones did not catch that ball. If he did, then we would find ourselves taking our last time out, not having a chance to score here. Which, if we do score a touchdown here, it would be astronomical for a great lead in this game. But no, we can take a sack instead. Yeah, we can afford to take a sack. Thank you for giving a free sack to Harold Landry. Not like we don't want him to develop, right? Yeah. Why not let him develop? Well, we're gonna take a timeout at 2 seconds remaining, and we're gonna kick this field goal, and it's gonna be 10-10 at halftime. The Cardinals were in on it early with a 7-0 lead to start off this game, and then the Ravens came back and scored 10 unanswered, and then eventually the Arizona Cardinals would score the field goal at the end of the half. Here, we're going to go back to the third quarter. We're going to go ahead to the third quarter, and Nyheim Hines is going to return it only to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Just started the third quarter, and we'll see what this offense can do after, not being able to, I guess, capitalize the way we wanted to off that last drive. But Aaron Jones finds some space. And how is Marcus Davenport that fast? Excuse me? Yeah, don't really want to talk about it, but here, we're just going to toss it out to Aaron Jones and see if he can do something about it, and he's going to get most of that yardage. Just going to be down 2 yards short of the first down, and why not go back or maybe pass? Yeah, we're going to pass here. And Ricky Seals-Jones is going to get his first reception of the day of the season. And hopefully he can be something big for us alongside Evan Ingram. Two great tight ends would be great for us. And here, I had to cut out this play because it was extremely laggy. You'll see right, yeah, I just lagged out, so I just cut out that play. We didn't get the first down or anything. Here, we pass it back to Diggs as redemption, I guess, and we get a first down. So, maybe running up the middle here would get us a few yards with Aaron Jones, who's going to get a few yards, and he's also going to get injured as the ball rolls over his face mask. He's probably feeling a lot of pain right there. To make up for it, why don't we just call a slant on the same formation? They keep on running, and Anthony Miller is going to get down inside the 10-yard line to the 8. First and goal, first reception from Anthony Miller, breakout star from last game. And we're going to see if Ronald Jones, first time him coming in on the year, and first time him taking a handoff from us for a touchdown. Aaron Jones, better watch your job, man. Ronald Jones and Naeem Hines might be taking it. Oh, never mind. He only has bruised ribs. Sorry, Ronald. Maybe another time when Aaron Jones might get... Wait a second. Maybe Ronald Jones paid... No, we're not going to go into that. We're up 17-10 with probably close to midway through the third quarter. Najee Pettis is going to take a knee, and the Baltimore Ravens will start at the 37-yard line. Okay. They start at the 37-yard line. That's not weird at all. And Baker Mayfield with this cheesy...
Retard alert!
We almost...
Retard alert!
Why couldn't you pick that up? Great play made by Tremaine Edmonds to tackle Ronnie Stanley afterwards, but I kind of wish we did, pick that up, maybe. I don't know. That might be a fumble that completely changes course of this game. Maybe we score another touchdown after that. I don't know. Many things could happen after a fumble or not a fumble, as we stop James Conner in the backfield for a negative 6-yard gain or loss, whatever. And here, McKissick is going to get about 4 of those yards back. It'll end up being a 3rd down and 12. We're going to go back to the nickel normal with that cover 2 defense. And we're going to use our Flowers. And Flowers is going to get some momentum, or try to, as we try to hit the boom. With Jonathan Abram, that 88 hit power coming in clutch against Pettis. And we continue to use our Flowers, even though what happened. And I kind of wish we didn't use him there. Again, Baker on these read options. I don't know why they think Baker is like Lamar Jackson, but you know what? If they think that way, then that's probably the case. Here, Baker Mayfield once again in that same pistol formation. We're going to continue to stay in the dime, and they're going to hand it off up the middle with James Conner. And can we at least pick up one of these? Just one of these? It happened 2 times. 2 times on the same drive. 2 times we could have changed the course of this game, but nope. Instead, it's a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. What has the series come to? Another sack by Sylvester Williams this time, and he I guess a sack helps a little bit, but it would be nicer to have a turnover at least, or something like that. Here, we're going to have to use Kazir White because he is our pass coverage linebacker, and they're going to run out the middle and get a few yards in the process. Oh, what a hit! What a hit on James Conner right there from Jonathan Abram. I'm telling you, this guy, if we can dev him up, we can get maybe maybe a forcer on him. Here, we're using the wrong guy, and they have one guy wide open in the end zone, and they do get the touchdown off of that. And they do end up tying this game. It'll be 17-7 going into the fourth quarter. Not exactly what I was looking for. Hopefully we can capitalize in some way off of that just to gain some momentum. At least we have 2 chances, or actually 3 chances to at least come up with some kind of, if we didn't use our flowers that play, we could have, like, 3 chances to change the course of the game, like with the turnover or something on that drive, but unfortunately that never happened, and we didn't get what we wanted. So 17-17, almost the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth. We're gonna toss this to the outside with Aaron Jones, who's back in the game, and he's gonna get a little shifty with a stiff arm at the end, and he's gonna get it all the way up to the 45-yard line. And wow, it looks like he was just destined to stay in. Maybe Ronald Jones' plan didn't work out. Never mind. Ronald Jones never had a plan. And Josh Allen's arm needs a plan to get to up that accuracy a little bit. What kind of trash? Zadarius Smith has been a problem up to this point, and we are going to try to pass it over the middle before he gets there to Anthony Miller, who gets inside the red zone to the 14-yard line to end off this bizarre third quarter. And we're going to run it to the inside with Aaron Jones because he is one of our best players, and even though he is our best player, we had to have some kind of offensive line for him to run behind. And unfortunately, we do not have that, so we're going to continue to pass because it's the only thing that's working for us, apparently. And Zadarius Smith, of course, being Zadarius Smith, gets his second sack on the game, and he's going to be even bigger problem. Here, we're going to have to do something like an RPO, maybe can get our game up, and thankfully, Marcus Davenport does not have great hands, as we will be forced to kick this field goal. Unfortunately, I was debating whether or not to go for this, but I knew this would have to be realistic, so I went for the field goal, and Will Lutz kicks it right through the uprights. Great kicker, and do not pat his head like that. You have no right to pat his head like that. Get your hands away from my kicker's face. You ain't want your hands all over him. Just disregard what I just said. I am not that. I do not care for punters and kickers that much. Maybe I do. You never know. 20-17 going into this next drive. Under 7 minutes left. We're just going to blitz everybody off the edge, and they are going to do play action, which will leave room for Rashawn Gary off the edge, and Gary is going to get the sack, and it will be 2nd and 16 from the 19-yard line. The Baltimore Ravens, they're going to have to come back in some way. Like, the momentum has been shifting from the Ravens to the Cardinals, and I'm still using Flowers, and because of that, I did not see Trey Burton over the middle. Is his name Michael Burton or Trey Burton? Yeah, it's Trey Burton. You could see it on that. You see on the billboard thing or scoreboard or whatever. Here we're just still trying to use our Flowers, and we do try to bait him there. We saw the wide open flat. We tried to come back for it, but thankfully it's still 4th and inches, and they do not get the first down unless they do a fake. Nope, they're not doing a fake. But they do punt it to the electric kick returner, Nyheim Hines, who's going to get a little juke move on and a spin, trying to cut it back. Probably cut it back the wrong way. Up to the 18-yard line, 1st and 10, Arizona Cardinals. Hopefully we can get something going on this drive just to maybe kickstart this team. Like, we haven't gotten much going, obviously. And Josh Allen continues to throw these awful passes to the outside. Look how terrible that was. That's overthrown by like 5 yards. Go back into this video and see what I have to suffer with. Just for you guys. Just for you people. Josh Allen, please get yourself some running shoes. Please get yourself some accuracy. Keep that throw power, please, though. And Marcus Davenport and Zadarius Smith both close in on him. And we're just going to try something conservative like a jet touch pass with Anthony Miller Hopefully he can get some kind of yardage so we can punt or something. And we're gonna get down inside 4 minutes going into this punt. 4th and 18. Yeah, we have to punt it, right? Like, why would we not punt it? They're in safe man zone. And we're gonna punt it away. And angle for the sidelines. This is gonna go down at the 36-yard line. James Conner, not the game he was hoping for to start off with, but then ever since then he's been heating up, and I have a feeling he could be a big factor going on in this game, maybe, as we use our Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the edge. And we all know what happens when we do that. We leave someone open, and Trey Burton's gonna break a couple tackles. Whoa, calm down, man. Calm down, calm yourself. 24 yards on the rack catch. 1st and 10, already inside Arizona territory. 4 minutes on the dot left on the clock. And the Ravens, they're driving down the field. They're trying to get past. But thankfully, Tremaine Edmonds can slow down that momentum. And maybe he can slow it down to the point where we can drive them out of field goal range as they go back to the 39-yard line, where we are going to pick a cover 2 zone blitz. I think we can get some kind of pressure on Baker, and if we can do that, maybe we can force him to a bad throw like that. Like I just said, if we can get to his face, maybe we can force him into an inaccurate pass, or even a throwaway just like that. We're gonna go back to that 3-4 odd formation, and debating whether to do zone or man. And in the end, we're gonna try man, and we're gonna force him to do the check down. And thankfully, we do force them to do that, because then they're forced to take the field goal and hopefully not take a deep shot, because if they went for a deep shot, most likely they're probably going to get that jump ball touchdown. And let's see if Giorgio Stavecchio can get this kick. It is short. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just his leg or something. He probably needs to get his leg checked or something. I don't know. I'm just suggesting things. We're going to try to run with our champion running back, Aaron Jones, who should have cut that upfield. But once again, his problem, not mine. Well, maybe it is my problem. Here, 2nd and 6, we're going to try to go deep. Josh Allen rolling to his right. He has a man wide open across the field. Will he get there? What a throw! And
retard alert!
You absolute
Retard
idiot. Did you see? He was watching the ball as it went all the way across the field back to him. And what in the world was that reaction? I don't know. What is Sky? Yeah, please pay attention to the ball. And just like that, it is 4th and 15, and we never get the chance to, I don't know, get a first down? Ricky Seals-Jones, you have the awareness of a chicken. Probably a chicken has better awareness than you. What kind of, that was awful. Well, one thing that's not awful, Michael Dixon's punt, who's going to go down to the 5-yard line. I cannot read the screen properly. 1st and 10 for the Ravens at the 5-yard line. With less than 2 minutes remaining, we're going to try some kind of man blitz. We're going to try man blitz here. We're still feel like I haven't gotten that Flowers dev up yet, which I actually did, if you don't remember the fumble from that last drive, from the other drive we had. Flowers actually got a forced fumble, but sadly I didn't know that yet, so I continued to user him, desperate to get at least one of those things, and I felt like I didn't get it yet, so I kept using him. Over the middle, they're going to get Trey Burton, who spins out of a tackle and is going to get drawn down at the 40-yard line. We're going to continue to run cover 2 man because it's been working for us, right? But he goes back to Brown and oh my gosh. Like I said, AJ Brown can get open, and when he gets open, he's gonna break some kind of tackle. And just because I forgot, or I didn't realize that it was Trey Flowers that forced the fumble earlier, I continued to user him. And since I continued to user him, the CPU found the open player, and that was AJ Brown. So we kind of got ourselves in a bind here. Obviously, my fault. I didn't. Whoa, balled to the camera there. I didn't really realize it, and I kind of wish I could go back in time, just editing this in the process. We gotta pull some kind of miracle off with Josh Allen. How are we gonna do that? I have no idea. But here, we're gonna playmaker him up the field. What kind of playmaker was that? Not angle toward the sideline right next to the defender. No. You already know we aren't getting that. And you can see they're running I think they're running cover 3 buzz, and Riley really is supposed to get open, and the 99 throw power comes in handy, but the accuracy once again does not come in handy. And it's a 3rd down and long, and here we're gonna have to find somebody open on the sidelines, on the middle field, and Josh Allen overthrows another pass. I know that was on the run, but like all these passes have to be inaccurate. Like 3 passes. What is it? 3 passes in a row now. Here we're gonna have to find something over the middle. Over the middle, if we can get him, if we can get him on the route, they're running a man blitz or something. And what kind of awful trash was that? I was throwing it to Y over the middle, and he throws it all the way to the other DB who was guarding RB. What kind of? That was the worst pass I've ever seen. Well, if we can stop them to a 4th down here while calling our timeouts, then we'll have at least one more chance to redeem ourselves. 2nd and 10 from their own 20, from our 25. They're gonna get the ball back, and they have to get like some kind. They have to get a 1st down. If they don't get a 1st down, then this game's still alive. If they do, then the game is over. So we're going to have to keep blitzing. We're going to have to stop Baker Mayfield. We're going to have to stop McKissick from getting a 1st down, or even James Conner, who's going to run up the middle. He has a hole. He's going to get stopped 2 yards short of the 1st down. And it's a 4th down and 2. And the Ravens will most likely kick a field goal with Giorgio Tavecchio. I mean, he did miss the other kick before, but here it looks a little shorter, and yeah, he's going to make it. Right up the middle. 27-20 with 5 seconds left. Let's see if Nyheim Hines can work some magic here with 5 seconds left, kicking it, and he's gonna have a chance to return this. He's gonna go upfield, and we're gonna dive because we do not want to waste time, and we already know Nyheim Hines is not going to return the kick for a touchdown. It's better to try a play instead, honestly, instead of just taking our chances with him. And here, I'm just looking for some formation that maybe we can get somebody open on, like maybe a spread formation, like PA crosser or a touch pass, or we can do PA crossers. The Chiefs play that's always been working for me since the beginning of this Madden. And if you can see, they're doing a cover 2 formation. So if we send Diggs upfield, he's going to be wide open, and Josh Allen on the money. And Diggs is going for the touchdown! 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 I don't know why number 29 is celebrating. Touchdown, 71 yards. Diggs, and they do ice the kicker. Now, I do not have great luck with this. I really wish I went for 2. It would have been much easier. But here, as you can see, we do make... We miss the field goal. And the Arizona Cardinals... Unbelievable ending. Unbelievable ending. I've never seen anything like this. I did not expect something like this to happen. I really wish I went for 2, looking back after they iced me. And a great picture there. I like to see Baker Mayfield getting tackled like that. But honestly, I really wish I went for 2 there. They did outplay us in every single category except for average yards per play. But we did not deserve to win that game. Or maybe we did, but like that one drive where they just kept on getting stripped of the ball, and yet they still continued to get it back. That's what really made me mad, and that's what really could have brought us back into the game. Of course, we didn't run the ball that much as we should have. And Everett Ingram had himself a game. Stephon Diggs, of course, making that huge touchdown at the end, which unfortunately meant nothing in the end. And yeah, it's just really complicated to talk about. And those two pass rushers, their whole front seven basically, Zadarius Smith, Ed Oliver, Lewis, Harold Landry, they really stuffed this game. No interceptions this game. And yes, yeah, as you can see here, I realized three forced turnovers, three forced fumbles, and there's Trey Flowers. And in this moment, I got so mad. We had the development in the box. If only I just checked the stats just to make sure we got it, then maybe the whole touchdown with AJ Brown wouldn't happen, and maybe it wouldn't have to do the thing with Diggs, but I guess in the end it makes up for a great title of the video. Will Lutz will be our only upgrade for the end of the video, I guess, and he will only get +3 awareness. What am I gonna do with that? What am I gonna do with +3 awareness? Exactly, nothing. Here, I guess we have nothing else to do but to check how much XP he got after going up to star development. He gets about 10,000 XP. Hey, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. Let's go check his player card and let's see if we can get a good upgrade on him. Trey Flowers with 2 upgrades. We're gonna put those into man because we want that man up. I want that man up ability. I want him to be a shutdown corner if we ever develop him to be one. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, it took a lot of work to edit and do all of this work. And thank you guys for watching this. Once again, hoping you guys enjoyed this. And this has been me, Caleb Matthews, signing off. Once again, I'll see you next time. Bye!